Hello everybody, welcome back to Red Canto. Today we are going to be doing Danganronpa New Order Chapter 1, and let's go. Where shall you go next? Note, while your choice will not affect the story, if you choose one location, you'll not be able to visit the other. Oh, okay, so we can actually make choices, okay. It is recommended that you save if you want to see what happens at both locations. Interesting. So we are opening up this episode with a choice. Do we head to the cafe or to the park? Well, it's morning. I haven't eaten yet. Let's go to the cafe. Oh, hey, Florence. Sir, ma'am, there is no need to look so down. Look so down? Must be easy for you to say, seeing as how you got your own cafe. I call blatant favoritism. So, what are these? These are called Robusta beans. They are cheaper to produce, but have a lower taste profile than more common Arabica bean. A woman of refined taste such as yourself would do good to avoid the Robusta variety. Oh my god, it's definitely Sonia. Interesting. Do tell me more. Hi, Blaze. Yes, Florence? Dash really lucked out, didn't he? First he gets his own cafe, then he gets paired up with someone that can actually tolerate his spiel. That's true enough, I guess, but I don't know. Things seem to be going a little too conveniently for him right now, don't you think? No, I only write murder mystery for my international audiences, but that type of situation usually turns into... Gentlemen and ma'am, how rude of me. Here's your mocha. Thanks. Is he dissing me? And here's your flat white. A fantastic choice for a woman of your caliber. My coffee habits are an open book after all. As a writer, I live on coffee. The plot twist here The plot twist here would have been if I didn't drink coffee. And right you are, very good ma'am. Go on, do give it a try. It's all thanks to Blaze's supply of beans that this is possible. It's the only reason why I'm... He stared at my coffee cup, a scowl creeping across his face. But never mind that. Blaze's beans should easily be enough to last for over a year. That bag, over a year? Guess he's not the ultimate barista for nothing. We both take a sip, while Grace and Dash watch on. This is... my goodness! I feel so alive! I hate coffee. She stood up abruptly off her chair. Huh? She's screaming Japanese verse? Florence, are you okay? Mind if I take a sip of that flat white, actually? Florence? Want more? We knew you... Wait. We knew you'd say that. Here. He placed another cup onto the table in front of me. I took a sip. Immediately after... Here we go. I kicked over my chair and was running around the cafe in circles. That was Oh my god, that was amazing! My clothes, they feel so light, as if they're about to rip right off. Oh no. Thank God Pierce doesn't hear us see the door opened. What in the name of full lethality is going on? We heard screaming and came running straight away. These people! Yes, the symptoms are not unlike places ravaged by my arch nemesis. Do you consent to me rendering immediate treatment? I don't want this feeling to go away. Despite your muffled protests, Phoenix goes ahead and treats you and Florence anyway. My coffee cup empty? When did I even drink the whole thing? That was a close one. Another second longer, and you may have fallen completely under my arch nemesis' spell. We're flattered you think of us that way. Now let us have a spontaneous quiz, lady and gent. Which of us made the coffee? Was it me or Grace? Well, obviously it was Grace. Huh? Florence? I've seen you you've recovered. Let us not speak of what happened here ever again. Right. Fair trade, I guess. We both completely broke character. You will be correct. Bravo! It seems your refined taste translate well into carefully considered thoughts. Yep, that would have been my answer too. Definitely. Am I really that transparent? Next you told me my dress is also transparent. God damn it, Pierce. Trust me, we'll let you know right away if your dress is transparent. I doubt it'd be through words. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Not at all, Grace, my dear. You simply asked the writer to choose between the obvious and the unexpected. How'd you anticipate I would answer? It's almost like asking a thief whether they'd steal from your left or right pocket. There's an obvious answer to that? Yeah, exactly. Having said that, props to you, Grace. You're a very fast learner. It seems that Dash has taught you well. The pleasure is all mine, ma'am. So that really wasn't even Dash's coffee? What the heck? Look, thank you, Florence. It's rare that I receive praise for anything other than my singing or skating. Chris! Yes? Hit me up! I think I'll just be leaving... Hit us up! Hey, hang on! Hang on! I've already used my self-heat. Let's just leave them to it. Agreed. It's around midday, and we still haven't found anything out about our situation. It was really smart of you to pack some extra food from breakfast, Florence. A writer must always come prepared. So really, it's nothing. Where shall we go from here? There's a town in the distance. Maybe we should check that out. Agreed. We walk briskly into town. This is so eerie. Wait, so it's a whole town? Having so many buildings, but no one around. Yes, it's certainly unsettling. Hold on. There seems to be a commotion happening up ahead. Oh? What rubbish! Let us do away with the usual niceties. I can simply smash this padlock then we can be on our merry way.
Come on, only beta scrubs resort to brute forcing things. Just give me a few more seconds. Hey look, it's Florence Nightingale. And she's brought an elderly escort.
Florence Nightingale? Hey! What's going on here?
Ah, the dynamic duo. What are you both up to right now?
The Divine Eye has decreed that there's something of great importance inside this mansion. We must access it at once. Oh, Magnus is here too? Hey, don't look at me. It's Eden that wanted to come here. Remember, Magnus, my advice always works out for the better in the end. Sometimes. That's not always. Yes, no need to rub it in my face. Zeke, are you trying to pick the lock?
Yep, it's a tricky one. Definitely harder than breaking into my own home.
Then doing what? I mean, I've done that before. Whenever I get locked out from when I came home from school and I forgot my keys, I would literally just grab like the nearest stick and like try to pick the lock. One time I got so bad that like I broke the stick inside the lock, and we had to get a new one. So yeah, that's awesome. Let me listen to the pins. We watched as Magnus leaned in while Zeke continued twisting his lockpick. Okay, follow my instructions carefully. Twist your pick about 40 degrees to the left. Rotate it clockwise for about half a rotation.
Yep.
Now, turn.
Magnus, you're a genius. It's almost as if you're the ultimate navigator.
What?
Just kidding. Unlike Gramps over there, I'm not actually senile just yet. Besides, lockpicking and navigating are two separate things, right?
Not quite. But let's not waste any more time. Daylight's burning. Oh, a mansion. We walked up to the mansion. Yeah, a mansion. When we arrived at the door, Zeke grabbed the knob and turned. Obediently, it swung open. But before we could step inside... Surprise! What an... Oh wait, what an idiot. Okay, it's Mona. What an idiot. Virginia? And Mona too? What are you both doing in here? Communing. Communing?
Yes.
With Groot? Oh my god. Don't look at me. I have no idea what this idiot's talking about either. Just while we're here, why was there a lock on the front gate? Oh, that? When we found it, the key was still inside the lock, so we turned the key and walked through the gate. But then, the gate slammed shut right behind us. We were so worried about getting locked in that we just had to go back and retrieve the key. Right, Mounds? She gonna kill you. Don't call me that. The logic there is sound like it. Wait a minute, her logic doesn't make any sense at all. She didn't need to take the key. Groot. Besides, there was an intercom that you could have used to contact us if need be.
Oh, there was an intercom? Oops. Looks like you and I both need to work on our map awareness, eh, Hunt?
Yes, my superior British senses would certainly benefit for some additional fine-tuning. Since when did he become British again? But the front gate was still locked. We'd then naturally assume that no one was inside, correct? You guys certainly are much sharper than the usual crowd. This is some next level trolling right here. Anyway, my divine eye is telling me that we should search the library. Then let us hurry over there post haste.
This place, it's huge.
How could we possibly find what we're looking for?
Hey, Eden. Did your divine eye tell you where inside the library this information is hidden?
No. Not that I'm surprised. It always had a habit of being painfully unreliable and inconsistent. No matter. There are 8 of us here. Let us use all available manpower to sweep this whole place from top to bottom.
Spoken like a true personal trader. Let's get to it already.
Within seconds, everyone had dispersed in pairs to different areas of the library. How about this? You search from that end, and I search from this? Sounds fine by me. You're going to go read books, aren't you? You spend a few minutes searching. Oh, didn't expect to see this here. What's that? One of my crime novels. Nothing. You watch as she hastily places the book back onto the shelf. And she does show... God, oh my god. As she does so, the words shades and gray flash in the light for the briefest of seconds. A few more minutes pass. Wait, what's this? Did you find something? Motives for the first murder. Oh, shoot, we're already getting into this? You have been warned? Have you checked the contents? There's a bunch of newspaper clippings tied together. A few of them seem to be on the same topic, though. The downing of Lucinda Airways Flight 11037. That is... We should call the others. Understood. Hey, everyone! We found something! Clear and crisp. You really are a teacher. We waited until everyone had joined us. You called. Impressive manner of articulation, comrade. It certainly wouldn't be out of place in one of our many military schools. Would you perhaps consider? No thank you. But I appreciate the offer. Florence, I take it you know about this incident? Yes, indeed. Happened not too long after the conclusion of the original Killing Game. A passenger jet with more than 300 passengers on the board crashed in the district of Terminus. It's a quiet place in Eastern Europe. A few of my novels are even set there. May I ask how you know of this incident? The plane was en route to my country when it crashed. As you can imagine, the incident dominated the headlines for quite some time thereafter. I tend to take note of things that draw publicity away from my stories, so it's only natural I'd follow the case with close interest. Sorry, I got bored talking about it. But why would this be tagged as an incident? Surely this means that there is no ordinary plane crash. Oh? You're not going to read my mind to find the answer yourself? I'm simply asking for the benefit of everyone. That too is what I have divined. You are correct. There was no natural accident. The investigators soon found fragments hidden among the wreckage, which suggested the detonation of a pipe bomb. Data from the flight data recorder also supported such a conclusion. The pilots didn't even have a chance to send out a distress call. So many lives were wiped out in the blink of an eye. Thankfully, the culprit was arrested shortly after and extradited overseas. He was apparently visiting for a holiday. I hope he enjoyed it. It was the last holiday he ever took.
Dang, okay. You don't mean...
Yes. He was soon found guilty and executed for his crimes.
Executed? In my world, that has a completely different meaning. But I see. The terrorist blew up the plane, and then was stupid enough to get caught. What a total noob.
Are you sure about that? Virginia, do you have something to say? I am Groot. I also follow the case quite closely. If you're a great secretary, you end up with a lot of free time. There's only so much Groot content out there, so I ended up reading the news. Nice. Usually I wouldn't feel such disbelief if the secretary admitted to reading the news. I don't think he did it.
And you think you know more than the investigators and jury because?
Groot! I knew you'd never believe me, a mere troll. You probably don't even think I'm a secretary.
Oh shoot, there's gonna be more to her. Well... Sorry, Virginia. I'm doing this for everyone else's sake.
Groot?
Virginia thinks that the way the terrorist acted isn't consistent with the way the guilty normally behave. She thinks from experience as a troll. That is what I have divined.
You totally just read my face.
In that much detail? So the guilty usually behave in a certain way?
Yes. In most cases, there are certain tells. A twitch of the eyebrows, a minor change in tone, a slight smirk.
Yep, I'm familiar with the last one. Yeah.
However, I saw none of that when they broadcast the terrorist's testimony. If I didn't know any better, I'd almost say he was framed. But what do I know anyway? I'm just a lowly secretary. My observations would never be admissible in a court of law.
I wouldn't exactly blame the judge.
You sure about that, Virginia? The evidence was very damning. You could convict a pickpocket dozens of times over with the stuff they managed to dig up. Again, it's just a hunch. A Groot hunch, but still a hunch. Besides, why would they even need to cover up the aftermath if they were so sure he did it? What's this about a cover-up? You should probably ask Elisa about it. She may know more about the way the story was handled.
Looks like we'll have some interesting things to discuss later on. Oh yeah, definitely. So apparently there's a
plane crash from Flight Leon, and some guy was executed for it, but the whole thing was supposedly framed according to Virginia. And that's probably because the plane crash has to do with the Killing Game. Considering this incident is supposed to be tied to our Killing Game's first motive, you should be careful.
What are you suggesting, comrade?
Now, this is just a hunch at this stage.
Huh.
But I suspect that at least one person in our group may be deeply connected to this incident in some way. And this connection may be a strong enough motive to kill. Why else would there be such labeling?
On the other hand, this whole thing could just be an elaborate ruse. The incident was resolved, was it not, comrade?
I can't believe I'm saying it. At this stage, I'm inclined to believe that Virginia might be onto something. Fruits? This is clearly far from an open and shut case. Huh. Never trust a troll. Exactly why we should trust you.
Or one day you'll wake up with no pants.
My god. Virginia is awesome. Huh? I finally see. The Divine Eye has an interesting request. Yes, it is telling me to hold a divination seance.
What's this, Comrade Eden?
It's a special gift granted by the Divine Eye. By tapping into its powers, I can recreate a deceased person's final moments. All of the senses, save for sight, as their eyes are now forever closed to the world. Ah, I think I've heard of this before. Traveling psychics called to assist the police with verifying certain details of a murder. If only you weren't limited by the lack of sight. I can only imagine how powerful your seances would then become.
And how do we know this isn't just some made-up mumbo-jumbo?
Well, looks like there's only one way to find out. I've been looking forward to involving such a large audience. Usually, it's just the one detective.
So, what do we have to do? Grind some leaves and smoke it?
Yes. Yes. Smoke weed every day. Da 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 da.
Dim the lights and say someone's name while speaking into a mirror? And drinking that cocktail at the same time?
For now, let's just start by dimming the lights. You all oblige. Before long, the room is plunged into a complete darkness.
So, Comrade Eden, how exactly will this work?
On 3, close your eyes and empty your mind. After that, we'll witness the final moments of one of the plane's passengers through their senses. It's a tad hard to explain. The basic idea is that you'll see the victim's interpretation of their senses pop up as words. Some words will be a smidgen bigger than others. Bigger just means they're feeling it more strongly. Everything also shows up in a rough chronological order. The time gap between each of the interpretations is also more or less accurate. Emphasis on more or less. I know it's a real mouthful, but trust me, it's easier shown than explained. Fascinating. Do you know the identity of the passenger we'll be looking into? Things get complicated when there's a large concentration of death in one area. Identities are blurred. I'm simply following the Divine Eye's instructions. It wants us to see this. Is everyone ready? Yeah! Also, Virginia, it goes without saying, but please, no trolling.
I hadn't even considered it.
Sure.
Okay. Wait.
Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 4. Heavy breathing, phone, walking, smash, wind, screaming, smoke, alarms. Laughing. Heavy breathing is there the whole time. Pleading. Bang, lightness, pain.